My name's Alex, and so I'm looking at him the whole time.
I try, but I fear you, 'cause every time I close my eyes, I saw myself.
The last 6 months we have kind of hit our stride with touring. The beginning of the year we toured with Neck Deep and did sort of like 2.5 weeks around the UK. We then went to Europe with State Champs and Lost for Words, and then we did a headline run in June, I think. And then now we're on tour with Me vs Hero doing the UK again. We also recently recorded a new EP in the studio with Drew Lawson at Steel City Studios. So that's due for release either the end of this year or very beginning of next year. I think the new record is, I think it's similar to Head Down in a lot of ways. It's kind of building on like previous ideas that we had there, and I think kind of just expanding it and going a little bit further with it, and as well trying to go back to our roots a little bit in terms of like the music that got us into the music we listen to now, so with less modern influences and more kind of like older stuff like Sum 41 and bands like that we grew up listening to kind of not change the sound but make it a bit bigger, I guess, in a way. The band started in 2012 in September. Out of the ashes of an old band, which I won't mention the name of. We just kind of like wanted to give ourselves a new sound, so we just renamed the band and we got Matt in on bass. So we started off in November releasing our first EP, which was called No Common Ground, which there are some songs that we still play on it, but it didn't really sum us up as a band in terms of like what we wanted to sound like, and if we listen back to it now there are parts that we're like, oh, okay, we could have done better there. So then after that we wrote Head Down, which was a lot more of how we wanted to sound in a way, and that came out the following November in 2013. The single for that was Head Rush, which was we put out as a video, and that was the thing that really kind of catapulted us to gaining fans in a way, I guess, because before it was our mates coming to our gigs and it was a lot of just kind of support from our friends and family, which was great, but there was no one that really knew us as a band other than close people. So that went really well, and I think we've almost got 100,000 views on that now, and that attracted the attention of our current manager Lee Burgess, who works for Pinky Swear Records as well, and he put out Head Down on vinyl and took us on under his management, and then from there we've just kind of we got an agent, she got us a few tours, we got a press, we're in trouble.
No? No? Can we just have one minute just to finish an interview?
We just got kicked out from up there because it's private property. So we found the line where the private property begins, and we're going to start filming here now because we're not allowed up there, and that's that. Well, the band's name has been a subject of much controversy. Yeah, well, basically we sat down with an iPod on my trampoline when I had a trampoline, and we just scrolled through a load of song names because naming a band is far harder than writing a song. It's just like something that's going to sum you up for the rest of your career. And to be honest, we just found a song name that we liked, Rome by The Story So Far, and we picked it. And in some senses it's bitten us back negatively with we do have a similar sound to them. Some people think far too much, but yeah, I don't think it's actually been that negative, because I think a lot of people have kind of been like, oh, why are they called that, and checked us out as a result of it. So yeah, that's where the name came from, and I don't regret it really, to be honest. Coming up next is our EP, obviously. That will be here sort of. There will be a single for that, hopefully November time, with a video, and then the EP will come out either at the end of this year or very early next year. After that, we're just going to try and tour as much as we possibly can next year. If we don't get any more tours, we'll just use that time to start writing the album, and then hopefully that'll be out halfway through next year, maybe a little bit later. Hopes and dreams, wow. Well, next year there's been a lot of talk amongst our management, and we recently got an American booking agent. So hopefully next year we'll be playing in America and possibly Australia as well. So those are my hopes and dreams, and hopefully next year we'll be able to do those. So that'd be really cool.